good people anymore. I used to say, did everybody have a good week? That doesn't feel topical now. I don't know what the fuck to say. I had a pretty good week. I got test results back, and I do not have coronavirus. You may all have a sip of my water after the show. The doctor who gave me the results was being such a bitch about it, though. It was weird. She just kept being like, you have herpes. Stop coming to this clinic. We talked about this, Abby. And I got the vaccine. I'm sure most of us got the vaccine. We're out licking doorknobs in Manhattan together, right? I felt, when I got the vaccine, I felt the same way I felt when I lost my virginity, you know? Like, can everyone tell? Do I look different to you guys? I feel different. I did also lose my virginity that same day, so it's sort of connected in my mind, but you guys are great. You might have noticed I was limping. I was limping when I was coming up here. I hurt my knee. That's because I'm 40, and the other day I was walking, and that's it. That's the entire story. I tore my meniscus just being a person, you guys. Just being a person, going about my business. I had a coffee, that's it. Standing, bam, tore my meniscus, that's it. So that was fun. I was on crutches for a long time, in the city, on the subway, nightmare. If you've ever been on crutches in the city, I think something comes clear to you, which we've always sort of all known in the back of our heads, but it becomes clear to you on crutches, is that everybody in New York City is a fucking asshole. Because they won't get out of your way, they won't give you a seat on the subway, they don't care that you're limping, they don't care that you're obviously in a cast. I had this particular day on the subway, it's raining, it's packed, I'm on crutches, I'm hanging on to the pole, I have a hat on because it was raining. The hat is a Red Sox hat. Why is it a Red Sox hat? Because one time I was in Boston and I needed a hat, and that's the whole story. I don't know about sports. I thought the B stood for Boston. Who cares? It's a hat. Fine. So I'm on the subway, and I'm trying to balance with my crutches, and I'm trying to sadly make eye contact with all the people sitting down. Someone's going to give me a seat, someone. And I make eye contact with this one guy, and he looks at me and he says, I'll give you my seat if you weren't wearing that stupid fucking hat. And then I laughed because I thought he was kidding, and then he did not get up. And I just, I love that idea of New York City, you know what I mean? The kind of guy who, he thinks of himself as a gentleman, you know? But not no fucking chump, you know what I mean? Wrong team, lady, wrong team. Get out of my town, reset. What else? People feel nervous a lot of the time when I get on stage, grass. My face does not inspire confidence in comedy audiences. I get that, right? I don't look like a lady who's gonna tell you a joke, right? I look like I'm gonna lead you in a sorority pledge. I get it, right? I look more likely to have just wandered up here to take the microphone to ask if anybody had seen The Manager. I have some complaints about the lack of seats at this comedy show. I have sorority resting face. It's a real affliction. It doesn't matter what I do to try to cool up my outfit. I always just low-key look like a lady who graduated in 2004, who still comes to all the meetings, right? Because I'm just really excited to see what Tri Delta's gonna do for charity this year. I really hope we send exfoliating masks to Haiti again. It's so dry there, you guys. We need it. I would never join a sorority ever, and it's not just because they wouldn't let me. Also that. The best I could do for a sorority was the Girl Scouts. That's the closest I could come. Which, if you think about it, the Girl Scouts was just a sorority for little kids. Right? Same shit, right? Think about it. You pay all this money to have friends. Same. Sell all these baked goods to fundraise. Same. Give all those hand jobs, right? I don't know how other people earned their badges, but I wasn't going to learn to sew, is what I'm saying. Right? I'm good with my hands, but I'm not that good with them. That's the point. Was anyone a Girl Scout? Any former Girl Scouts? Oh, yeah. Do you guys remember the creepy pledge? There's a creepy, you had to do kind of a creepy pledge. First of all, you had to hold 3 weird Hunger Games fingers up in the air, right? Where is this going? And you say, on my honor, I will try to serve God and my country. What? God and my country? I'm 7. What the fuck is going to be involved here? I have homework. What level of a commitment is this going to be? But what if that's what it had really been like, right? A lot of you guys weren't in the Girl Scouts. You don't know. Maybe you thought those badges were just sewing and home ec and shit, but really we had to fucking kill a guy for our nation. It had to be done. I'm going through a divorce. I'm getting out of a long marriage. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah. I don't even do jokes about it. I only say it on stage for the free moral support. Therapy is very expensive in Manhattan. You guys are all I have. No health care, you know what I mean? I got married kind of young. I was married for 10 years. So like it's tough dating in the city. You gotta tell guys that, especially like guys at bars are like, I look a little younger than I am, so like 10 years. Where'd you get married when you're like 11? Like, no, 12 actually. It was a dark time. It was right after the Girl Scouts. My ex would tell you that we ended it because I have an ego problem. I know. I was like, that's not what my fans are telling me. Not one tweet about it. It's like, I think I would have heard, honestly. No, in the end, we just disagreed about big stuff, like important stuff. Like it turned out that he wanted 5 or maybe even 6 children. Come on. And I wanted like 1 orgasm. Look for the ladies. Yeah, no, I honestly, we couldn't go on like that. For me, I found it so much harder to fake having a family. What face do you make for that? I don't know. I'm glad there's enough women in the room for orgasm jokes to work here. That's like pretty much how it goes. Like all the women mostly giggle, and all the guys in the room just go like, "This broad doesn't do jokes or what? We're never coming back to this park. No fucking way." Or like very often there'll be like a couple in the front row, front blanket. The guy will lean over and be like, "Yo, I'm giving you orgasms though, right?" But do you hear how the ladies laugh at that? And then they're like, "What's the punchline? Is there a punchline? I don't know. Is she gonna do the rest of the joke or what's going on?" Why do we lie about it? I don't know. We're lying about it. I was talking to guy friends of mine, like, why do we do this? I compared it to dogs, because I'm like a crazy dog person. Everybody's got the one friend that's like too into dogs. I'm that friend. The one creepy friend. Right? You know the friend that you lose on the way to, you're like, where the fuck are you going? I thought we were going uptown. It's like, oh no, there's a corgi with my name on it. Now we're going to Brooklyn, okay? And I pet the shit out of him. I also do a creepy thing where I stand outside of dog parks like some kind of pedophile, waiting for one to come over so I can pet him to the fence. I'm like, look at the ass on that one. Yes, wiggle. Taking pictures of other people's dogs at the park. I'm like, yeah, sending them to my friends. You know you're not allowed to be at a dog park in New York City without your own dog. That's true. I've been asked to leave a number of them. I'm like, ma'am, you make everyone uncomfortable. This is getting weird. So I had this rescue dog at home, Cody. He's this big pit bull. He's new to being in a house. I'm trying to teach him tricks. His heart's in the right place, but he's like not smart, right? And so you say, Cody, lie down. And he just wiggles. And you say, Cody, lie down. And he just wiggles. And then eventually, because he's trying so hard, you give him the treat anyway. And you say, good boy, you did it. And I feel like it's like that with the orgasms. Sometimes dudes do that same level of encouragement. You're like, Michael, lie down. Michael, lie down, okay? And if you could just not move for a second, if you could just not move for a second, if you could just not move for a second, you moved. You did it. That was a good one, thank you. Oh, you are very fast, that's important. Orgasms. I feel like the reaction is totally the same too, right? The guys, the dogs are both so proud. I am a good boy. Guys, you've been delightful. My name is Abra Shuda. Please give it up for everyone you're going to see
Sexy talk out here. A lot of people talking about kissing and kissing. Licking and sticking and just kissing. You guys ever have sex but you also don't have Spotify Premium? Anyone else? Anyone out there? I can't be the only one that is having sex and then is like, well, we're gonna do this to the Cars for Kids jingle for a little bit. I have had sex with that child rock band 3 times, okay? You guys 69, I 1877. That is how. You know the thing that bothers me about sex? A lot of people, a lot of guys, they're like, it's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion of the ocean. And I think that puts a lot of pressure on the ocean. Yeah. Puts a lot of pressure on the ocean where men could just be better captains of their ship, okay? Get your ship in order, fellas. That's what you do, all right? Because a good captain, if you become the best captain, you're at least going to go down. Because a good captain goes down with the ship, okay? Yes. That's what you do. Yes. That is what you do, fellas.
Give it up, yes.
Alright, give it up for the guy from Titanic. Yeah, who died. Jack drowned. Yes. Okay, he died in the ice. What has your husband done for you? He died in the ice. There you go. Are you guys... She remembered that shit. She remembered for years. That Titanic's a movie about a woman never forgetting one thing. Are you guys ready for more show? Central Park, I can't hear you. You guys ready for more show? Next time they got to go love him so much. Give it up for Taylor and Yari! All right. Thank you. One more time for the host, everybody, huh? Look at this. All right, good to be here. I related to a lot of Abby's set, but just the parts that I'm not proud of. So that's fun. That's good. Thanks for that. I'm in a relationship myself. It's kind of cool. Somebody agreed to this. That's fun. You know? I do feel lucky. My girlfriend is a lot more attractive than I am. And I'm not bragging. That's just what people tell me to my face. Like, we go out places and people come up to me and they're like, dude, how? And then they go up to her and they're like, why? Why did you do that? I don't understand. But you're so pretty. I don't understand. I feel like I know so many single people, right? Who like when they're talking about the person they want to be with, they're so deep and thoughtful. But then they judge a real couple only on how they look together. They'd be like, I just want someone who's nice. I just want someone who cares about me, who makes me smile. And then we walk up, they're like, ugh, what does she see in him? What traits could he possibly possess? What about all that shit you mentioned? I don't know. I don't know. We've been dating a while, and she's starting to say weird shit. We were laying in bed the other night, and out of nowhere, she just says, hey, so, like, which one of us do you think is going to get married first? I was like, okay. I think that if I'm gay. I'm full gay now. I kind of miss the beginning of the relationship a little bit, like, you know, because in the beginning you're still like lying to each other to pad the other person's ego. You know, that feels good. Like, you know, in the beginning when we'd have sex, she'd be like, oh my God, you're amazing. Your dick is incredible. Now we have sex, she's like, your dick is so proportionate. It's a real thing. She's proportionate, which if you're my height or shorter, not a compliment. Okay? It doesn't feel good to get naked in front of the woman you love and she's like, wow, that makes sense. That checks out, actually. No, you don't have a small penis. It just perfectly matches your tiny body. That's all I'm saying. But I definitely don't miss being single. I was fucking terrible at it. I was always stuck in the friend zone. Anybody in the friend zone right now? Huh? Come on, one of you sad souls around. It's like, don't look at me, bro. If you've never been there, if you don't know what it is, it's basically the story of Titanic if only Romeo killed himself. It's basically it, you know? He's like, under love's heavy burden do I sink. And then she's like, oh, buddy. Thou art like a brother. He's like, just give me the poison. Just give me the fucking, I don't want it. We've been doing a lot of our favorite thing, which is to sit at home and order things on Amazon. Anybody else? Anybody? Fucking hell yeah. Run that dad's credit card. Get in there. I know you're not supposed to love Amazon, but we all do a little bit, right? Just a little bit. They're so good, right? You just trust them implicitly. I would let Amazon deliver my baby. I don't know. They're so good, man. They're so good. I have like a lot of friends who hate Amazon and Jeff Bezos, which I get the hate, but like some of it is a little misguided, I feel like. Like I have one buddy, he's like, dude, billionaires shouldn't be going to outer space. I'm like, I think you're just mad because you haven't made it to your parents' basement. Just, you know, of course you're mad at a guy going to space. You live under the earth. And they're not going anywhere. Like Amazon this isn't a big Amazon guy. They took over the word Amazon. Like, does anyone even remember the Amazon? You know that place with the trees and the bugs? It's out there.
Not doing great. I feel like because no one talks about it, right? Like you talk to young people nowadays, they don't even know what the rainforest is. They don't, you're like, hey, you know the Amazon's on fire? They're like, I know, their stock is up, they're fucking crushing it right now. It's unbelievable what they're doing. I don't know, I'm trying to stay off, I'm trying to be a better person, man. The one thing I'm trying to do is stay off my phone. I feel like that's the one, but it's fucking hard, man. I have that screen time app, anyone use that thing? It's mean. Why do you ever look at it at the end of the day, you're like, did I watch The Irishman twice? What? I'm on my phone all day, and yet I'm still judging other people when I see them on their phone. You ever do that move? Right? You're on the train, you're just scrolling through Twitter, you're scrolling, then you put your phone down, you look up, you're like, look at all these fucking sheep. Unbelievable. I mean, look up, it's the world, okay? God, if you're living in your phone, are you really living? That'd be a good tweet. I'm gonna tweet that shit. That's fucking fire right there, boy. You know, it's just, I don't know. I'm on Instagram a lot. It's my one, can't get off it, man. I'm a little worried though about all the data that Instagram collects. You know, just social media in general. Like, is anyone here real worried that Instagram is keeping track of all the photos that you zoom in on? I mean, that would sink all of us, huh? If that came out, they'd be like, this guy's a perv or he's just really into necklaces. Just something right here. Because we've all zoomed in on something that we just wouldn't want anyone to know, right? What we're just not proud of. I feel like we're all just going to get sat down one day by some tech overlord. They're going to be like, do you recognize this photo? And then you're going to have to be like, I mean, I know Oprah, but I don't. I'm not the only one zooming in on her cans. Come on, they're great. They're great. Oprah's still got it. I should say that I do follow a lot of thirst traps. It's my one vice. You know? Don't do drugs. They just, you know? I don't know if they're thirst traps, but I do follow a lot of girls who miss the beach. Is that, you know, you miss the beach? A little bit? Yeah. A lot of these. Just, I miss the wet. We know what you're doing, but please don't ever stop. I get it. It's a great tactic, like, if you want to get likes. Like, I noticed there's only 2 seasons on Instagram. It's summer and then nostalgia. Nobody misses skiing in Vermont. Have you noticed that? But I realize everybody does that. Like, I follow the NFL on Instagram, and I noticed that whenever football's not in season, they'll just show you last year's highlights. They'll be like, remember this touchdown pass? That was so crazy. Oh my God, this interception, that was bananas. That's what some girls do. As soon as December hits, they're like, remember when I went to Punta Cana? Oh my God. We might go back, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know, I don't mind it, but I wish you could call it out sometimes. Because some of the photos you ladies are posting, they're a little ridiculous. Like the beach ones, man. Those beach photos, the poses you guys get into, and you act like it's Like who sits in the surf like this? Who sits? Just no one. No one sits like this. I'm in so much pain right now. They caught me off guard. No, you are on guard. You are just. You're pulling up from the string here, just. A candid photo is you lumped over digging a White Claw out of a cooler. What's a grapefruit? I don't know. We got more important things to worry about. I saw that Greta Thunberg is giving another UN speech. Yeah, they're bringing her back. I got no one else to close that thing out. I just heard, because they have to call her now like 5 months in advance, because she's like, I travel by sailboat. Like, okay, just get here when you can. I'm interested. I'm going to watch if she gives another speech, because I feel like nothing's going to top that first UN speech she gave. Remember that one? She's up there yelling at people, right? I should be back in school. How dare you? You've stolen my dreams. And then everyone was like, she's 16. Why does she sound like Helen Mirren? The science is clear, Potter. I don't know, man. I think I'm just jealous. I'm jealous of the attention she gets. She gets a lot of. She's always like hanging out with celebrities, fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. They're building statues. I want a little bit of that. I've always had this social fantasy where I could just bring her around with me places, right? Just have her speak up for me whenever there's an injustice in my life. You know, like you go to McDonald's, like you get a bunch of shit. They only give you one ketchup packet. Oh, you just send Greta up to the counter. How dare you! It was a 20-piece McNugget. You've stolen my dreams. I'm so sorry. Am I going to take a sweet and sour, please? You guys have been a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Give it up there. Oh my God! Are you guys having a good time? Yeah. Who is got him something to drink from our refreshment lady over here? Clap it up if you got something to drink. Clap it up. What'd you get? You liked it? What'd you get? Peanut butter and strawberry. Oh my God! What about